Hey everybody, it has been a long time. How have you been? Me too. Me too. Well, let's get right into it. Hey, this has been one heck of a week. Kind of crazy. So, a few days ago, I had the opportunity, and I was blessed to have the opportunity to go and make a presentation at a small high school in Wisconsin. And although the theme or the topic was not explicitly about bullying or the way that we treat one another, the way that I chose to present it, it was certainly part of it. Now, usually when one gives a presentation, when you talk to somebody, the object is always to have some sort of an effect for the better, some sort of positive effect. But very rarely do you get that sort of immediate gratification where you know. You kind of send it out there into the world, and then you hope something comes back. But that doesn't always happen. Now let's fast forward a day to Thursday when I went to the HOW conference. HOW, H-O-W, by the HOW gal, Kelly Johnner Byrne. Now HOW stands for Helping Others Win. So I went to this conference, and it's a big networking event. And although it was bigger in scope and there was more going on, it was still a networking event, and I've been to a couple of those. And as I'm walking in, I hear someone say, "Hello, Steve Hansen." And I turn around, and it's Kelly. Now, here's the thing. We had had one phone conversation about a month ago. Never met her. Not once. One short phone conversation. I simply wanted to know if there was something I could do to help things run smoothly. And she said if there was, she would let me know. But we didn't know each other at all. So the fact that she knew me right away by name, talked about what I did, what I had to offer, and knew, and I would be willing to bet that she could have done that with virtually everybody that walked in to that conference. She was prepared, and it was impressive, and it left an impression for sure. So we get into the conference, and things are going very well, and there's a panel of people there who are smarter than I'm ever going to be about things, social media and website design, and they've got analytics, and there was an attorney up on the stage with do's and don'ts, and my eyes were kind of rolling like the fruit in a slot machine. There was a whole lot to learn. Well, after the first break, or during the first break, I took a moment, looked at my phone, and realized that I had an email there waiting for me, and it was from the teacher from the presentation the day before. She wanted me to know some feedback from the students, but also that one student in particular, and I don't know if this student was live, in room, virtual, boy, girl, I don't care. It doesn't matter. The thing is one student had gone home that day after the presentation, written a letter to someone that they had bullied, mistreated, sent it off to them, wanted to try to make amends, and was just going to, whatever happened was going to happen. But this person said they felt much better just knowing that they had done the right thing. Now that speaks to their character. That's a good thing, because all of us in life, we make some mistakes. And what an unexpected blessing for me to know that I had actually made some kind of a difference, that I had an effect and put something positive out there into the world. Now, oftentimes I tell you, I think about the times when I was not, or have not been, at my best, when I have mistreated someone, however that way was, and however long ago it may have been. I always think about those things. And I try not to wallow in them, ever. Because right now, truth be told, I'm very proud of the person I am today. And I hope that you are too, and I'm sure you are. But we all continue to be a work in progress. But the reason I think about those times when I was not at my best, when I hurt somebody, when I have to own that, is because it's like a review. If you are going to read the good ones, you have to read the bad ones too. So I always remind myself, look, you've not always been at your best. It's been a slow learning process. People have hurt me, and I have hurt others, and I remind myself that so I don't start feeling too hoity-toity. It also reminds me, keeps me grounded in a way. If I remind myself of those things at the moments that I'm not particularly proud of, then it enables me to go out and put a little more good into the world. I'm a little more purposeful about it. It makes me feel like I've balanced the scales a little bit. not that one negates the other by any stretch of the imagination. So to find that out was super cool. Now I tell you that to tell you this. So we're going through speakers that day and presentations and panelists and all of that sort of thing. And at the end of the day, they bring up a gentleman by the name of Christopher Kai. I'm not going to lie to you. I did not know Christopher Kai. As it turns out, he is a Fortune 100 speaker. He is the CEO and founder or co-founder of, I think, founder of the Matham Group. I believe he worked in Wall Street. He's written like 6 books, and he's traveled the world for about at least 10 years, maybe more, speaking. He's spoken to world headquarters at Google. He's spoken and been at places with Tim Cook from Apple and Elon Musk he had an interview with. What I'm saying is it doesn't make him better or worse, but he's moving or has moved in a social circle. Sorry about that. A social circle different than my own, more worldly, larger, has had greater impact on the world at large. You can Google him, check it out, go to YouTube, and he's on TEDx Talks and all that other stuff. So pretty impressive. Somehow I ended up going out to dinner with about 7 other people, including Kelly and Christopher, and I sat next to Christopher, and that was my dinner company, all of them, and had a great dinner. And when I walked in there, all I could think is, how did I get here? And I'm still not exactly sure. But I do remember thinking to myself, Steve, shut up. Go against your normal inclination and shut your mouth. These are people that you can learn from. So I went in there and I was as quiet as I could be. But then I realized I was so timid I looked functionally mute. So I'd better say a little something. So I found a balance in there and I just listened and tried to pick some brains without being too intrusive, and I learned just a ton. And I just thought, for both of those things, the day before I had an unexpected blessing. I knew about the opportunity, and then that day I had found out that I did something good. I mean, even a blind squirrel finds a nut once in a while, right? No, I went in and something I did good mattered. I put some good into the world, and that made me feel fantastic. And then a few hours later, I have another unexpected opportunity. The day before I'm helping someone, now I'm getting the help from people who are ridiculously qualified. And I'm just standing there or sitting there trying to soak it all in and not spill pizza down the front of my shirt, which I didn't. My mother would be very proud. So I'm trying to tell you that every day when you get up, you think, well, this is the way the day is going to go. I have to be to work at 7 and blah, blah, blah. You never know. If you open yourself up to the world and to the possibilities, you don't know who you're going to meet, how you're going to affect them, or how they're going to affect you. For the worse or for the better. And if you are intentional about your purpose and your actions, I'd say you got a pretty good shot at the better. So be, I don't even know how to say it. Be open to the possibilities. The last couple of days for me have just been an enormous blessing and just a great, phenomenal learning experience. And I wish that for everybody. I hope that you can do something today, something good that's going to leave an impact on someone. And I hope you open yourself up to the possibilities and allow someone to have that effect on you, to do something good for you, because you deserve it. You deserve it. We all do. The world is hard enough. Do your little bit to help. It comes back to you in ways you cannot even imagine. I guess that's it. I just want to throw a little ray of sunshine, a little positivity out there, a little warm breeze right up your skirt. All right. You all have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you soon.